Now moving on to PS3 games, we have 3D Game Heroes. This is a great game. This is a really fantastic game for the PS3. It's essentially just a Zelda ripoff, and that's not a bad thing. Zelda, the original Zelda's a great game. It's pretty much exactly the same as the first Zelda, with a bit more storyline, a bit more. It's a bit easier. You get told where to go in places. But yeah, the dungeons, they've got the same layout as Zelda. It's exactly the same as Zelda. It's pretty much a Zelda game on the PS3, but you can create your characters as well, and you pretty much just make them out of blocks. That's another good thing about this game, the graphics. It's just blocks. Blocks in 3D. So simple and so charming and so great. Brilliant game. Now another one, Little Big Planet. A very good platform on the PS3, obviously critically acclaimed. I can't create levels in this for crap, but other than that, downloading levels is fun. You can make a character look whatever he looks like as well. That's really fun as well. The mechanics, the mechanics are good, but what I don't like about this game is that it's not as precise as you'd like a platformer to be. Like, you could jump onto a block and it will do something different the second time for some reason, even if you do the exact same jump. For example, I'd be trying to ace all the levels and then I'd die because I'm running along, and then I'm trying to think of an example. There's a level where you run these really thin little bits of wood, try and get the other side. There's like a bunch of little thin, and you put a foot on each piece of wood, and randomly they'll just collapse and I'll fall into the lava. I don't know why, even though I'm doing the exact same thing. And also the jumping mechanics and the moving foreground and background, it's a bit clunky. That's the only problem with this game though. The rest of the game is great, but it's not my favourite platformer because of that reason. But other than that, I mean, other people love it. I really like Little Big Planet. Really good game. And Metal Gear Solid 4. What can I say about Metal Gear Solid 4? This is a fantastic game. Brilliant. One of my favourite PS3 games. The graphics is great. The story is superb. Brilliant way to finish off the franchise. Absolutely amazing. I really can't say enough for this game unless I did a review. This is so good. The way they've done the characters, the levels, some people say the cutscenes are too long. They are not. The cutscenes really add to the gameplay. Definitely. If you play games, you need to play Metal Gear Solid. That's just it's just what it is. However, I don't recommend starting with this because obviously it finishes off the franchise, so definitely play them in order if you're going to do that. And now to Xbox 360, AC/DC Live Rock Band. Just a track pack really. This is alright. You can play it if you don't have the other rock bands, but if you don't have any other rock bands, you're probably not going to have the instruments, so if you're into AC/DC, you're going to like that. Band Hero. I'm going to go as far to say that this game's better than Guitar Hero 5, because Guitar Hero 5, I'll explain more when I get to that, but this game's setlist, it fits the game. I'm not into all pop music and stuff, but this game doesn't just have pop music and stuff. And it's trying to appeal to, obviously, families and stuff, which I understand, and the setlist really does appeal. It's got like Wannabe from Spice Girls, stuff like that. But even so, it's still got some great songs on it, and the career mode is fit and it's good for this game. I don't like the career mode in Guitar Hero 5, but in this game, I don't know why. This game seems to just stand out more than me for Guitar Hero 5. I can't explain why, but maybe I can want to get to the Guitar Hero 5. BioShock. Brilliant game. This, what I was saying earlier about Metroid, open world shooters. This isn't a first person shooter like Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo. This is an adventure game where the story unfolds as you're walking around the world. You'll find like tapes where it can unfold more of the story, give a backstory to the characters, and this game has such a good atmosphere. It's been so well made. I mean, you can go up to a crying baby and you'll look into the pram and it'll be a gun. So it's crazy stuff like that. This is really a really well made game. Truly a great gem from this generation of gaming. Definitely try it out. The Darkness. This also, what I was saying with Bioshock, this is also an open world shooter. It's not a first person shooter game, it's an adventure game. I really like this game. This is so one of the most underrated games I've played. It is one of the atmosphere in this game has not been created in any other game. Like, the only problem with this is glitchy, it's unfinished, and they rushed it out. If they had finished this game, it would have been brilliant, but the glitches aren't even that bad. What I'm trying to say about this game is that the atmosphere is, without a doubt, one of the best atmosphere in a game I've played. I mean, you walk through the subway, and you'll just see some guy doing some crappy dance with his radio, and then, I know it's been done in games before, you go near the radio and it's louder, but the graphic style as well, it just really immerses you in this game. It's one of my favourite games from this generation, because the storyline is great as well. You can't play Darkness 2 unless you've played this, but the storyline is great. The world is fantastic. The creatures, the power-ups, this is a really, really good game, and it's very cheap now, so definitely buy this. Death Smiles Deluxe Edition. What can I say about this game? Oh well, this is a shoot 'em up where you play as teenage girls, some not even teenage, wearing pretty much no clothes. That's not why I bought it, but you can use magic in this game. It's basically just an arcade shoot 'em up. You can complete it within half an hour. It's very fun. It's got co-op. It's got the craziest enemies. I mean, it's got like giant cows and everything. This is a really unique, fun shoot 'em up from Cave. DJ Hero. Once again, don't really like the music in it, but that really didn't stop me from loving this game. I thought this game would just be a cash-in, because all the guitars are now cash-in. I thought this would be the same, but it's not. It's a brand new game, and it's really, really fun. Like, the turntable's really well made. I mean, you press a button and then you just scratch it, and then you can perform, and it gets really hard as well. Towards some of the later songs, I mean, they can get insane if you play on expert. But yeah, this is a great game, great music game. Even if you're not into the music, try this out. You'll probably like it. Dreamcast Collection. The collection of 4 Dreamcast games, which a lot of people were upset about when they announced it. They thought it would be another Sega Mega Drive collection like we got earlier, but no, it's not. It's just the Dreamcast collection. Sonic Adventure, great game. Crazy, I just got this, I haven't played much of it. I know Crazy Taxi is going to be fun. I played a little bit of Space Channel 5 Part 2. That is one of the weirdest games I've ever played. The storyline's so wacky, it's so great. And Sega Bass Fishing, haven't played yet. Fable 3 Limited Collector's Edition. This game, there's something wrong with this game. I can't pick out why though. I played Fable 2, played and completed it, played a lot of Fable 2, really liked it. I haven't played the first one, but I really liked Fable 2. This game has taken stuff out of Fable 2. I'm not sure why. I mean, the storyline's better in this game, I think. Yeah, in this game you actually play as a character, which is a bit upsetting, since in the other 2 games you played as yourself pretty much, and you can customise them however you want. Although you might get fat in Fable 2 by accident. But this game, there's not as much customization. You play as an actual character, not yourself. And that kind of helps out the storyline, but it makes you feel less like you're in the game, like an RPG should, especially a Fable game. And they've taken stuff out, and the side quests aren't as good. There's not as much to collect. I don't know why they've made this a worse game. But it's a good game, but it's nowhere near as good as Fable 2. And now we've got another controversial Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 13. This, it pains me to say it, but it's probably my least favourite Final Fantasy game from the main franchise, main series. And that's, the combat system is, I mean, a lot of people hated Final Fantasy 12 because they changed the combat system too much. But like I said, the combat system's pretty much stayed the same from 1 to 10. And then 12 changed it a little bit. This one is completely different. You can't choose what you want to do. It's pretty much all auto battle, which is very upsetting. I don't mind the combat system. If they'd used that combat system in Final Fantasy 7, I'd still love Final Fantasy 7. But the problem with this game is there's no exploration at all, which is what you're supposed to do in an RPG. It is a straight line. The whole game's linear. It only opens up right near the end, and it doesn't open up that much. All you can do is side missions, and all the missions is to kill a certain enemy. So the storyline, the story is really good. The characters, I love the characters in this game. They're so well done. But that's the only good thing about the game is the storyline. And even though a storyline is really important for an RPG, there's something wrong with this. And obviously, I don't mind if you love this game, but it's just not. It's not my game. Gears of War 1. I like the campaign in this. I got this game years after it came out, after Gears of War 2 came out. I like the campaign. I like the third-person shooting. I like the mechanics. This is a great action game, but I do not like the online. Because I played it 2 years after it came out, and everyone uses shotguns. You can't kill anyone. I'm pretty sure when it first came out, no one knew that shotguns were crazily overpowered, and it would have been fun. But yeah, the online is not good in this game. It's good in 2 and 3, but not in this game. Or I don't like it. But the campaign's good. The story isn't amazing, but it's just fun to play. It's a good Guitar Hero 2. One of the best guitars in my opinion. It's got a one of my favourite set lists. I really like the set list in this. Not only that, but obviously the hammer-ons and pull-offs were fixed, which made it amazing. They brought in harder songs, they brought in better songs, more songs. This is a great improvement over the first one, definitely. In Guitar Hero 5, what I didn't like about this game was I definitely did not like the set list. It had really good songs in it, like Dire Straits, Iron Maiden, I mean even Elton John, stuff like that. But then it had songs that no one had heard of. And the songs that some people had heard of, it was stuff like White Stripes. I've got nothing against White Stripes, but they're not good for a Guitar Hero game, especially. And the career, I don't know why I liked it in Band Hero, but I don't like it in this. You are forced to change instruments all the time to get more stars and stuff, and it's not that fun. A lot of people say that this was an improvement over World Tour. I didn't think so. The engine's good. It fixed a lot of the glitches in World Tour, but this is probably one of my least favourite Guitar Heroes. Whereas this is probably one of my most favourite Guitar Heroes, Guitar Hero Greatest Hits. Mainly because this is my favourite guitar, probably my second favourite Guitar Hero setlist. And this is pretty much what World Tour should have been. It was all fixed, the campaign mode was much better than World Tour, and I love the songs in this. It's just such a fun game, Guitar Hero Greatest Hits, so good.